Okay, there's only two people I think of when you're concerned. Well, three, but there's no way it's Nihilister unless Nihilister was. No, there's no way.
Young Lady Mirror.
No. I thought. No. I thought you were an illusion. I thought you were in. You're here! I'm finally back. Oh my goodness. Everyone, if I probably said it in the last episode, but between that and now, I went to chapter 41, chapter 42, and the Last Kingdom. I have stuff I need to say, but first, let me do the summonings real quick. Which I am glad I actually did chapter 41 and 42. And of course, because Liberalio had a lot of stuff that would have been spoilers for me if I hadn't done that. But... Are you kidding me? If this is Nayuta, you're not serious! You're not serious?
I'm a relic from a bygone era, so I'll be leaving soon. But until that happens, I'll do everything I can to help.
Ha! Okay, alright, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm still gonna say the same thing. I was gonna summon for you here! Guess I don't really need to do that. Yeah, I don't really care. I got her. If you saw The Last Kingdom, you'll know. I got 2 Nayutas from a free summon, and I thought I was just about to get the third and last one that I needed. But they gave me Red Hood, which I am absolutely not upset about.
Is this the craft wrought by mankind's toil? Verily, I am filled with awe profound.
Which, by the way, now I know you made this. I'm still gonna have to speak about that later. And I guess, since we're at this point, she's got the same type of symbol, the same sort of outline, which makes me wonder about your taste. I'm not gonna lie. I'm avoiding doing her bond stuff for now, because we got some pretty big stuff going on. But if I wanted to, and I think depending on how this event goes, I might try to get your final version. Oh, and I guess I need to change this. Oh, that's nice. They gave her the white arc as backgrounds. Huh. Actually, I might use those for something, but I did notice something else. Aiden Destroy was here. I'm glad I missed that. It was actually here when Nayuta was here, but I missed it. Alright, well, I've got a lot of stuff to say, but I'll try to say it as we go along. But there's one main thing I can't wait on. All this time, you all know, I have been strangely silent on a certain individual during chapter 41 and 42, when Liberalia was mentioning Cinderella was her sister. That's how you look at it.
Whose? Mine?
You're the first daughter Mother made.
Oh, shoot, when is this going up? I'm suddenly reminded, yeah, the Queen made Cinderella, but many mixed feelings are there. Cinderella obviously did not want to be the first. She did not want to be anywhere near here. She didn't. That was the most horrible fate anyone has had on this game. When Chatterbox said corruption is like a wall.
You probably thought that once corruption occurs, your mind would be destroyed.
You know otherwise.
But that's not true. In reality, your consciousness remains intact.
Oh, don't I know it by now?
However, you have no control over what you say or do.
Okay, Chatterbox has been around for a long time, and eventually I thought he'd just go away. But now, I gotta wonder how he even came about, too.
It's like you're outside yourself looking in, unable to exert any influence over your own body.
Because you're saying that with some very... Like, how'd you get that much detail or knowledge on it? All this time, I knew you were back. Though I must say, something... Oh, and there was one other thing. There was a moment in chapter 42 where it seems like, well, forgiveness was a thing. And I was, for some reason, I went to you and I'm like, ain't no way you gonna make it.
Despite our differences, it's possible.
Hmm.
I agree. Everyone standing here right now, we've all changed.
Do not tell me. All right, but I'm gonna make this clear, all right? I am not singing Kumbaya. You know what? No. Well, that's later. That's later. Much later, actually. Because we've got the Last Kingdom after this. But for now, I hope they're not going somewhere with this.
I hope it isn't temporary.
I don't know what Red Shoes is doing. Oh, and by the way, I also mentioned, and fun, that was right before I met Red Shoes. I did the Marion recap for how Red Shoes acted. As much as Marion was one of the big points on why I'm even frustrated with you in the first place. I mean, not one of the big, yes, one of the big points, but like there's many other big points. Cinderella is the biggest one. When I put my hatred aside, you might be here to help Marion. Because your goal was to get Raptors and humans to connect to each other. So I don't know. But ideally, Marion seems like she would be someone you want to support. There's a lot I could speak on. Oh, chime another one. But for now, let's just get into this and I'll say more as we go. But I've been waiting too long to get back to this. Oh, and yeah. Nayuta lost Nihilister. And I think there's no way to avoid it. The Queen's gonna get Lilith's body.
Foolish. So foolish.
That was pretty huge.
To falter in that instant? To be swayed by petty attachments ere a grand undertaking. All these years hast been lived in vain.
From afar, you watch raptors attacking Eden in flashes and explosions that repel them. And I don't even know if Scarlet, Rapunzel, or Snow White know about it. You lower your head.
I offer my deepest apologies. Everyone.
Well, it's not like that's the biggest thing. While we're at it, Liberalio said, only one is stronger than Mother. But we saw the main queen shut down Marion like she was nothing. Is Marion even a factor anymore? As the landscape whips past in a blur, Nikke catches a glimpse of red streaking. Wait. Red? What do you mean? Red? Who will be The red continues to flicker persistently on the edge of your vision. A figure waving at you? Okay, there's only 2 people I think of when you're concerned. Well, 3, but there's no way it's Nihilist, or unless Nihilist was. No, there's no way.
Young Lady Marion.
No. I thought. No. I thought you were an illusion. I thought you were in. You're here!
Oh, I'm here.
No. You're not supposed to be here. I thought you were just in Rose's head. You're out?
It's been a while, Nayuta.
Unless you're in Nayuta's head too. Maybe that's it.
Methinks there lieth some purpose in thy appearing afore me at this most particular juncture.
Appearing before you, huh? You have Marion?
That's correct.
Nah, bro.
Rose, will you bring her here?
And this is what I was talking about. I said, I don't care even if you did help Marion now, all right? That's not enough. It'll never be enough.
All right.
But I hate to even say it, but I appreciate you rescuing her. Oh, no. I can't believe I said that, but then again, and that's another thing. In Devilia, I did not have enough hatred when we first were watching that scene again. But she's no Red Shoes.
Young Lady Marion? What brings her hither, in thy company? She was at the Crown Kingdom. And how came these injuries about?
They will not. I promise you. No, let me focus on Marion. All right, focus on Marion. Nayuta, all right? Just stay calm.
She was betrayed.
You don't say!
By Indivilia and Chatterbox.
She should have told Crown what she was, especially now I know what Crown's ability was.
Young Lady Marion? Nay, I cannot fathom thy meaning.
You never knew she was the queen candidate.
Betrayed, thou sayest? Those twain did assail the Crown Kingdom from the outset.
Yeah. And honestly, I wouldn't really call it a betrayal because Indivilia was never on her side. That's why I was like, when Marion, as soon as the queen came, you should have immediately assumed, even if she wasn't being controlled, Indivilia would have wanted nothing more than do what she did.
Verily, it cannot be.
As expected of a bystander, you seem to catch on quickly.
Bystander.
Has young Lady Marion truly become the queen?
I'm sorry, I can't. I truly do not think. And I hear your theme is playing, but it's lower tones. I need to just go ahead and say it. They're gonna bring you back. Like, it might not be as an actual physical person, but you're gonna be a unit. I don't know if it'll be now or in the future. They might try to redeem you. But it would be hypocritical of me to say, it's ironically speaking, Red Shoes is the exact type of person. Red Shoes is one of the smartest people in existence. Or mirror, I guess. Her corruption, is her corruption form or code? Is that what this is? Because that's immediately why I thought, even if Cinderella killed the real one, which I guess that's their way of saying it. It's not really Red Shoes, it's just mirror. Her help would be valuable here. And for my core, for who I am, I cannot deny you if you're trying to help us now. I'm gonna hate it, but I've gotta let you do it. But anyways, yes.
Yes. She has awakened. The Queen Gene has been activated.
So what are you thinking about that, Nayuta? Because you told us.
Because of the battle in the Crown Kingdom, Marion awakened the Queen Gene.
So it was because of that specifically.
With Indivilia and Chatterbox under her command, she sensed the original queen and came here. Utterly reckless, but it shows she is fully aware of her role as the queen.
Yeah, she just should have brought the king as well.
She must have come to absorb and integrate the original queen's gene.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that part. Only one's been absorbing people like crazy. What happens when the original queen... I don't think the original queen would just want to take Lilith's body. Nihilist is right there. She can take them both. She can take Indivilia too. And Chatterbox. Anywho.
Judging by her current state, that probably wasn't the wisest decision.
Yeah, if Snow White was accurate, then Marion's still growing. She's still growing.
Nevertheless, her intentions are admirable, don't you think?
I don't want to agree with you.
Doth she yet live?
Of course. She's only just awakened the Queen Gene, but she's still a heretic.
Yeah.
She's badly beaten and recovering slowly, but she's not dead.
Once again, that point of saying when Marion's a Nikke, in the technical term, she's not. I understand wanting to look at it like that, but there are times where you need to know, who you truly are.
Take her.
Yeah, let's take her back to her family.
Take her with you and protect her. Just so you know, it seems Marion wants to keep the fact that she's the queen a secret.
Right.
So please, don't go telling anyone once you get to Eden.
How very considerate of you.
I shall bear that in mind.
Is there any other news?
Verily, I recall the Maleficent Beast Quartet is creating a queen.
Oh! Wow! Wow! What a perfect time for me to play those chapters.
Oh, you mean the 4 beasts?
You know of them, huh?
That's fine. There's no way something like that could be made so easily.
You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
A queen isn't something you can create with such childish play.
Of course. Of course. You don't think so, huh?
Then comes the awakening of the great hero's gene?
It's because of Marion.
Might it be that it hath responded to young Lady Marion?
Yeah. Don't tell her about... Does she know about Nayuta? Does she know about us? Does she know about us?
Pray, hast thou any inkling of young Lady Marion's awakening unto queenhood?
I'd like to hear your thoughts first, Nayuta.
Are you connected to all the... Okay, yeah, one thing I was meaning to talk about. Liberalio said she considers Cinderella to be her sister. The queen based her data off her, which, as we know, Red Shoes was heavily responsible. Can Red Shoes observe Liberalio in the same fashion? Also, is part of what Nayuta's using the queen blood itself? Yeah, how long has this been? 21 minutes? Yeah. We finna talk. I got a lot of information now to download and apply to stuff.
The Queen beyond the heavens hath been absent for too long, so the raptures upon earth sought a new queen.
Yeah, and it seems like Chatterbox was trying to engineer that. You know, thinking about it, if Indivilia and Nihilister remember the original queen being gone, it could be that any heretic that was born after that had queen potential, but Liberalio kept taking them out. Potentially.
The Queen Gene manifested within both raptures and heretics, thereby bestowing upon them the right to queenship.
Well, if it's even raptures, then...
Yet the Gene Reaper could not remain idle whilst this came to pass.
Exactly. Like, I know Liberalio kickstarted the chain of events that we're gonna see in this event, but I think she has also been saving us. Because imagine if someone like Indivilia or Nihilister was born with that gene and got to call the shots. It's game over. Game over.
Whether she sensed or perchance heard the Queen Gene's emergence, none can say.
Yeah, I would like to know about that.
Be that as it may, the Gene Reaper hath, unto this day, annihilated all who exhibited the Queen Gene. If young Lady Marion likewise manifested this Queen Gene, the Gene Reaper would ne'er have remained idle.
She was close! Whoa. Well, you know... Wait, okay, so one thing I've been wanting to know... Wait, no, you do know. You do know, because you just mentioned us in our Gene Awakening. So, you know... More than know. You were killed by Liberalio. So you should know where she is.
Since you've deduced that far, the answer should be obvious, don't you think?
What do you mean?
The Queen Gene hath evolved.
What?
That's correct.
You mean Marion's brand is different? It evolved to basically get immunity to Liberalio?
To survive the crazed Gene Reaper, it evolved to manifest itself in secret.
Of course, no. Of course you would think that. Of course you would think that. Remove crazed from your vocabulary. Liberalio is probably the only reason humanity is still standing.
That shows how desperately the surface longed for a queen.
Like I thought, you're still you. You still have your goals. There are just other ways to go about it.
And yet, the original queen is descending from the sky. Things are getting quite interesting.
Interesting is not the word I would use.
Thou findest all this interesting, verily?
You know who this is, right? Like, fully?
Of course. The sacrificial lamb for the coronation is coming down of her own accord. Isn't this delightful?
You know, honestly speaking, I would have agreed with you. If the queen actually, like I said, if the queen descended to the surface, that's the dumbest thing she possibly could do. Unless we failed in getting Lilith's body. No, more than just that, we hand-delivered it to her. The Queen Cinderella fought is definitely able to be defeated by the Goddess Squad. But if she has Lilith's abilities, Lilith, the strongest, it's to the point I don't know who would win in a fight between her and Crown.
Nayuta, take good care of Marion until the day of the coronation.
Verily, I shall.
Then, we'll continue observing from a distance.
Wait, hold up. I just had a thought. Did the Deep members get information? They harvested and expanded the Queen's blood. Was that on your orders? Because I was wondering why you two were connected. Why Nayuta considers them a den of evil. Maybe I'm drawing too many conclusions, but that's what we're doing. From pretty much every episode on, I gotta analyze. Some of you who have been, you might be new around here, might not know me, but I am actually a pretty big theorist myself. I've been rushing to get caught up, and I've missed a lot of events. But now, you're gonna see the true me come out.
Might thou consider offering thy assistance?
Don't make me laugh.
Is Rose just your body? Or your... yeah, I guess.
I want to be both a bystander and someone who intervenes at the decisive moment.
I see.
Just like right now. Let's go, Rose.
Where are we going?
So Rose isn't gonna be here anymore?
To the place with the best view of everything that's happening.
Of course. Of course. Enjoy the show. Go ahead, get some popcorn, why don't you?
I understand, young Lady Mirror, but can Sword Warden aid us in the least?
Okay, Naruto, I'm trying to, please, can you just confirm, is there a physical body for both of them?
Thy agility doth far surpass the ordinary, and thou wouldst prove of great assistance.
It seems to be what, because I hear the weird sound. No, honestly, it will be nothing for the corruption code to make a body for itself. So and they took your weapons, actually, so yeah.
No. If I step in, Scarlet will only be miserable.
Do you remember her? Okay.
She doesn't seem particularly happy right now, either.
Which is another thing I wanted to mention. Scarlet said she never lost a fight.
I have never suffered defeat in a one-on-one duel.
You know that's not true. So who wins? Uh-oh. Like I thought, you're probably stronger. Sister. Beat you. I already knew Rose was back.
At least, relatively speaking. If she sees me, she'll certainly be far worse off than she is now.
Yeah. She's been sagely so far, but that's been without you.
That's why I don't want to.
Okay, that was just the opening batch.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
There's no time to bask in our victory. Let's move on to the next mission.
Oh man, that had more emotions than everything I've seen so far. I need a break. Can I get a break, or is there another?
I have a question.
This is not what I was expecting.
Oh my, you have a question? That's quite unlike you.
So I think I have no choice but to assume this is you have a real body back here.
Now that the Queen has come into play, I can't just let it go.
Let what go?
Fine. I'll answer as best I can.
What is this coronation you speak of?
Well, from what I'm gathered, we got 3 queens on the board confirmed right now. There might be more. It seems like the next arc of the game might be a race to see who's crowned the true queen, and then they get full control of the Raptures.
It's when one puts on the crown.
So what you're saying is, you're helping Marion become the Queen?
That's right.
That matches up with who you were beforehand.
Why?
Given the gravity of what we're discussing, could you put a bit more thought into your questions?
Why?
That's more thought.
What I meant was for you to add your own deductions, piece the situation together, and ask questions as you do so.
I see.
Are all these things related to Scarlet?
Why are you mentioning Scarlet right now? I mean, of course that's your main concern, but...
Probably not, I think.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. I'm not interested.
Okay.
Listen carefully, Rose.
So
eager to speak, aren't you?
Because I'm tired of this, and I'm disappointed.
Disappointed?
Disappointed in the Queen?
Is that the case?
Yes.
Really?
Well, I understand she drifted through space for over a century because of an accident.
Accident? It was your squad. No thanks to you.
I understand her brain was failing, and she needed a new one. Unfortunate, certainly. Unexpected, perhaps.
What do you know that I don't? Well, you know a lot that I don't.
But you see, since then, the Queen has become a coward.
That makes sense. Cinderella scared her? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, one, it was a heretic that you made. Yeah, because if anything, if Liberalia was the same timing, her coming down, oh no, it's over.
She could have corrected her orbit and descended to the surface right away.
Really?
But she didn't. Why? Because she was afraid. What if Cinderella is still alive?
You know? You know?
What if there's something stronger than Cinderella?
There is. Liberalia. But that's her best asset. It's a shame, really.
Those fears stopped her from acting. As for the veil over her eyes, she could have torn it away if she truly wanted to.
That's true. That cannon that she had could have done it. It's as powerful as Eden's spear.
But she didn't. Why? Because she was afraid. What if I'm attacked while weakened after lifting the veil? That fear left her frozen.
Yeah.
Even with her vision blocked, she could have descended to the surface. Just adjusting her orbit would have been enough. But she didn't. Why? Because she was afraid.
Why is that a big contention with you?
What if I fall because I can't see?
Oh.
What if I land among them?
Yeah.
Who are they?
Oh, never mind that.
Are you literally... Because you're mentioning all the things your team did. Cinderella and Siren. Am I getting this wrong? Or are you literally saying you're mad that the Queen was afraid of your team? Is that it?
Anyway, she didn't come down to the surface because she was scared.
You don't have... Wait, no, of course you wouldn't have. I do have to remember, Cinderella... I don't know how the corruption... I'm assuming this is the corruption code making you a new body. That's the way you're here. Unless it was from your legs or something. I don't know. Point is, if you got information that Cinderella killed you, then I guess that could be...
It was like that back then, and it's still the same now. She could come down this very instant and turn the tables, but instead, she just watches from way up above.
How do you want her to turn the tables is what I need to know. Because you were talking about coexistence, and Liberalia seems to think that that was possible.
Why? Because she's a coward. What if Eden's spear is fired again? What if there's more than one?
That could fire again. And I do think it's smart for her to stay up there. Going down, why would you do that until you can take out the spear?
Because of Cinderella, the Queen lost her nerve. That fear left the surface with no queen for far too long.
Which allowed humanity to prosper. At least, again, what most think. Liberalia seems to think differently.
The raptures and heretics started to run rampant. I worked tirelessly to restore order.
Really?
Cleaning up after others is honestly the worst.
Did you take out heretics yourself?
You're telling me. After spending far too much time doing that, I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, I took it upon myself to make a queen.
You. It's... It was... I mean, it doesn't really change anything. You made the corruption stronger. I mean, and it should... I mean, in theory, we should be happy, shouldn't we? You gave Marion the ability to become a queen.
Then, I tried a little of this and that. Fortunately, a queen came into being. That's why I want to make Marion the queen, no matter what it takes.
I'm still thinking that you might have tried to cause the deep members to get the dark matter, have more of it. Because Marion has it around her. That could have been crucial.
And you don't want to be the queen yourself?
She wants to be a bystander.
As if. For starters, I'm nothing but a data-based life form with no corporeal body.
Okay, so you're not here. Okay, I was... Good.
This form is just a mimic of the person whose personality data I'm based on.
That's what I was thinking.
Honestly, that's just an excuse.
Is it?
The truth is, I want someone I can control to be the queen.
Oh.
So I can watch from the sidelines while still intervening at crucial moments.
Does that mean you still have a hold on Marion?
In other words, you want a puppet.
That's right.
Now I don't know what's worse. I always thought Marion succeeding would be the best, but...
Like me?
Like you?
Don't put yourself down like that.
Because I keep looking at your beating chest.
The reason why I revived you is very obvious. You can cut down raptures, human imposters, and humans alike.
Yeah, she was stronger than Scarlet.
You are, quite literally, my bodyguard and my sword.
Why is she your bodyguard if you have a non-corporeal form? Like, how does... I was thinking you were like a hologram projecting out of Rose. But...
Isn't that what you'd call a puppet?
I prefer the term proxy.
I see.
Do you know the one thing I learned from my base personality data?
Oh, yeah, I think I do know.
Never lose your patience, and never take matters into your own hands at critical moments.
Yeah, you're not gonna get caught in the spotlight again, because I guarantee you, the moment, the end, well, assuming Cinderella can come in the future, which I'm also worried about that, considering she is literally surrounded in dark matter right now. The moment Cinderella gets a whiff that you're back, or Siren, I don't know about Hans. Actually, I'm more worried about Hansel and Gretel. If they've made contact with you.
If someone else had handled it from the start, there would have been no risk at all.
Yeah.
Now who's the coward?
I like that.
I'm not like that coward up there. I don't just tremble in fear. Instead, I prepare for what comes next. Isn't that far more forward thinking?
I suppose so.
supplies are here.
Red shoes. Mirror. I always expected it, but nah, fam. I think on all the villains that I've met, she definitely affects me the same way Kurome did, but in a different way.
It's quite troublesome if you do something like that, Nepsi.
Oh! No.
Planetoon. That's the name of your... No, the name of my nation.
Playthrough's over, guys. I hope you enjoy. This has been Blade. I'm currently going out the door. Nope. For those who don't know Kurome, that was the evil version of my favorite character. With Kurome, whenever she showed up, it was horror over what she would do, because I didn't want my favorite character to go too far. To do something irredeemable to the other characters that I cared for. With Red Shoes, it's just horror.
Oh, thank you. Place them there.
She's already done so much. And the way she thinks about things.
How about the bread and meat?
Well, let me focus back, alright? Let me focus back. Let's get some comedy back in here, alright? And now it is time for the question of the day, and that conversation was heavy. You know, I found this image of Red Shoes saying that, you know, basically all the crime that she's done, that she's like, yeah, I'll do it and I'll do it again. Well, there's an extra word in there. She did. I cannot explain how... I mean, we always knew when Red Shoes said corruption was her creation, that every corruption story we had, she was responsible. But to hear she personally invested in Marion to turn her into what she is now, well, you saw my reaction to that. I honestly want to do a whole video just on Red Shoes / Mira alone, and I might do that. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question of the day that's a bit interesting, but I'm curious to hear what people would say. Is there a way you think Red Shoes or Mirror could be redeemed in your eyes? And then a follow-up, if not, is there a way you would be willing to work with them to accomplish a goal? I am very curious to see what people have to say, because for me, Red Shoes is at the top of my villain list, and I mean in fiction in general. Like I said, I might do some videos about that, but for right now, I really want to hear what you all have to say. And for the record, while I don't always do a question of the day segment, I do always try to leave a question of the day in the video. I was doing it more so for like the series that had a start and the end, but now that I'm doing this series consistently, I'm gonna try to have a question of the day at the end of each episode. So with that being said, please post your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.